Title: The Faces I'll Never Forget. My wife Sarah ran off with my brother Keith, leaving me her dying son. 15 years later, they mocked me, asking about the boy they left to die, until he walked in, a grown man. Their faces were priceless. They say time dulls the ache. That's a lie. Some wounds calcify. They don't heal. They harden, sharpen, and wait. I remember the night she left, Sarah, my wife, the woman I once believed was my anchor. She didn't even wait for the morning, just a note on the kitchen counter, still smelling like her perfume. Keith and I can't do this anymore. The boy, he won't make it anyway. The boy. Not Ethan, not our son, just the boy. Keith, my own brother, was waiting in her car outside. I saw the headlights fade through the window while my son coughed in the next room. That sound, his shallow, rattling breath, was the only proof that something still loved me enough to stay. Doctors had given Ethan a year, maybe less, but they didn't know what stubbornness and fury could do to a man. I sold the house, quit the firm, moved us near the coast. I learned everything about his illness, every medication, every clinical trial. I slept on hospital chairs, learned how to change tubes, how to fight insurance bastards who called him a lost cause. He wasn't. He survived. No, he lived. 15 years. The years built a quiet empire. While they ran off to chase whatever paradise they imagined, I built something stronger: patience and wealth. My company started from a garage and a grudge. It grew fast, because pain, when focused, becomes precision. I never remarried. I didn't need to. Ethan was enough. And when the doctors finally said he was out of danger, I felt the earth shift beneath me. It wasn't joy, it was clarity. They left him to die. They deserved to know he didn't. 15 years later, I got the first message. From Keith, a social media ping. "Hey, long time, bro. Heard you did well for yourself." The audacity made me smile. He didn't know that I'd been following every step of their lives. The failed ventures, the debts, the marriage that soured when the money ran out. Sarah's boutique closed. Keith's drinking got worse. They needed something, or someone, to blame. I let him talk. He said they were in town, wanted to catch up, maybe talk about the old days. The old days? I agreed, because I wanted to see their faces when those old days came crashing back. We met at a seaside restaurant, the same kind of place she once said she dreamed of owning. They walked in together, older, yes, but still pretending. Matching smiles like cheap masks. Sarah looked nervous. Keith didn't. He'd already started drinking. "Can't believe it's been 15 years, he said. "You've done all right, huh? Heard you kept the boy for a while?" He laughed. Sarah did too, soft and awkward, like she was testing the water. "Yeah," she said. "Whatever happened to him?" I leaned back. "You really want to know?" They chuckled, expecting some sad, broken story. "Poor kid," Keith said. "Guess God spared him the suffering." I smiled. "God didn't. I did." They froze. I turned my head slightly, toward the entrance. Ethan walked in. Broad-shouldered, confident, the same eyes Sarah once said she loved in me. He walked straight toward us, calm as a storm contained. When Sarah saw him, her wine glass slipped. Keith's mouth actually fell open. "Mom," Ethan said evenly. "Uncle." Their faces, I'll carry that image to my grave. Every ounce of arrogance, every smug smirk dissolved. Sarah trembled. Keith turned pale. Neither spoke. I let the silence suffocate them. Then I said, "You left him to die. I raised him to live. And he did better than both of you ever will." Sarah's voice cracked. We thought." I cut her off. "No, you didn't think. You ran." Ethan just stood there, watching them. Not angry, just done. He'd heard the stories, seen the documents, the note. But now he saw the cowards who made them real. Keith tried to laugh it off. "You set this up. What is this, some sick drama?" "Drama?" I leaned in. "No, this is truth. You wanted to know what happened to the boy you left. You're looking at him." He pushed his chair back, muttering curses, trying to find his dignity in the shards. Sarah didn't move. Tears streaked her makeup. "Can we talk to him? Just—" I stood. "You've said enough." Then I turned to Ethan. "Ready to go?" He nodded. We left. Outside, the sea was calm. I could hear the faint echo of Sarah's crying behind the glass. Ethan didn't ask what came next. He didn't need to. The moment itself was enough. The revenge wasn't about pain. It was about presence. Making them see the life they abandoned, thriving without them. As we walked to the car, he said quietly, "You think they'll ever change?" I shook my head. "No, but we did. That's what matters." He smiled, that quiet, proud smile only he has, and got in. I looked back once through the restaurant window.